Mm. You're so silly. Tara, every time I see you, I just think of your hair. You're so good. You're so good in that. I want to come to more. I want to go to all the performances up there. They're so good. I know. Now my peeps are gone. But I'm like, I can't believe you guys are doing all those performances and like it's just free and don't even know about them. Okay. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, Thursday yogis. Um, he's like, thanks for taking care of me. All right, let's see. As far as announcements, I think you guys already know. I have my breath work this Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. Um, and then I'm starting a TRE series, tension and trauma releasing exercises next. Well, I guess middle of this month. Wait, next month. Middle of next month. I'm like, what day is it? So middle of September into October. It's 5 weeks, Wednesday nights, if you're interested. Um, tension and trauma releasing exercises is the modality, and it's basically it's something completely different than yoga. It's completely different than anything I've ever done. So I think it's really cool. And if you've never done it before, it would be a good time to try it out. And basically, 5 weeks gives you, once you've done it with somebody like me, a TRE provider, at least 5 times, then you can just take it on your own and do it at home whenever you want. Use it as your own practice. So it will give you something that you can have for the rest of your life. And it's 150. If you sign up by the end of August, it's 125 for all five. They're an hour and a half. So it's Wednesday night, 6:30 to 8. Okie doke. Let's do some yoga, my friends. So comfortable seats. If you're not already there, find your seated meditation. And as always, if you want to, you can just move a little bit, wiggle a little bit. Just feel right away, feel your physical body a little bit more. And eventually just settle in and find stillness. So you can rest your hands in your lap. If you prefer, you could bring hands to heart or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And then either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And give yourself just these first couple moments to become really present. So just letting everything out there in the world fall away for now. And just feel yourself in this space, in this room, on your mat, in your body. Feel the ground underneath you, the air on your skin. You can notice sounds around you. You can notice whatever it is you see behind your eyelids. If your eyes are closed, maybe colors, maybe shapes. You might even notice a taste or a texture in your mouth. And then internally, in your inner world, what's going on there? So what physical sensations are present inside your body? And also energetically and emotionally, what sensations are there? Just simply noticing everything there is to notice right here, right now. Not trying to change anything or fix anything. Not even wishing anything were different. Just accepting everything as it is and paying attention to it. becoming the observer. So just simply watching everything as it flows through the space of your awareness. Start to watch your breath as it flows in and out of your body. So you can visualize it if you're a visual person, or you can just feel into it. And as you connect to your breath, we will start with 3 big, deep, intentional breaths together. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can, get as full as you can. Hold in that fullness. And as you hold your breath, see if you can relax and soften around it a little bit. Take an extra little sip if it's there. And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it go. Good. Do that a couple more times. So inhale, fill up, hold, relax around your held breath. Take that extra sip. And then open your mouth and big sigh, release. Nice job. Do that once more. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause at the top. This time, 2 extra sips, maybe even 3 extra sips. And then open your mouth and release. Let it go. Nice job, friends. Seal your lips now and begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose with a little constriction, a little engagement in the back of your throat. Start to create a little bit of noise as you breathe in and out. So it sounds like an ocean wave or wind moving through trees. As you connect to this breath, we'll start to bring in some movement. So next time you inhale, just take your arms out, around, and up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, this time reach your arms forward and wide open, or if you don't have space, you can goalpost your arms. Feel your shoulder blades hug towards your spine. And exhale, gather your hands back into your heart. And with your palms pressed, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Try to keep pressing through your pinky fingers. And then exhale, reach your arms out and let them return back to the ground. One more round like that. Inhale, ground to sky, reach up. And exhale, sky to heart, hands to heart. Make this a moving meditation. Inhale, reach forward and wide open. Lots of awareness. And exhale, gather your hands back in slowly. And inhale, palms stay pressed as you reach up. And exhale, arms return back down to your sides. And then keep your right hand on the ground. Reach your left arm to the sky. Crawl your right fingertips out to the right. Maybe bend your elbow a little bit so your forearm gets closer to the ground. And reach and stretch and lengthen through your left side. You might gaze up. You might gaze down. You could kind of open and let your heart look up a little more. Or you could do the opposite, round just a little bit. Feel more of a stretch in your back body. And just those big, deep breaths flowing through every little space. Good job, you guys. And then with your next inhalation, rise back up, take both arms to the sky, and then left hand comes down. Walk your left fingertips out to the left, bend your elbow a little bit perhaps, so your forearm gets closer to the earth, and then lengthen through your right side. And again, if you want that little bit of exploration, turning your heart to look upwards, a little more of a back bend, or rounding just a bit, maybe a little bit of both. Keep both sit bones rooted and grounded, your breath big and spacious. Feel all that length on your right side body. Take just a couple more rounds here. And then with your next inhalation, come back to center, both arms to the sky. And as you exhale, just bring your hands to the ground in front of you and transition forward to your hands and your knees. So find a tabletop position. And from your tabletop, any way you want to explore. So cat cows, hip circles, little barrel rolls with your torso. Or maybe you just feel like sitting back into a child's pose and resting there for a few breaths. You could warm up your wrists, stretch your forearms by spinning your fingers back towards your knees or out towards the sides of your mat. And just gently rocking side to side, forward and back, or even around in little circles. And all the while, your breath is right there. It's big and spacious, slow and steady, powerful and strong. So see if you can make your breath just as important as the physical movement. Give yourself a few more rounds, 4 or 5 more breaths, exploring in this way. And then as you feel ready, you can find your own transition back to downward facing dog. Once you're back in your down dog, same thing. Just keep that exploration going. Maybe pedal out your heels. Maybe move your hips side to side. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. Any way you want to explore your down dog today. Make sure you've got a strong foundation in your hands. So spread your fingers really wide. Even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips, kind of like you're a gecko holding onto a screen door. Feel strong, stable shoulders rather than hyperextending through your shoulder joints. And feel the strength of your core lifting you up. So that invisible rope, I always talk about it. Imagine it's connected to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So try to find that lift that comes from your center. Use your core to support you as much as possible. Good job, you guys. Take one more great big inhale into your dog pose. And then as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your yoga mat. However you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, bring your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. Keep all of your toes facing directly forward. Come to your halfway lift position. And then from your halfway lift, bring your left fingertips to the ground, reach your right arm to the sky. You can bend your left knee a little bit or a lot of it. You can stay here, or if you want to take it a little bit further, you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle and wrap your right arm behind your back. Try not to be forceful or aggressive. Just find your edge and then make sure you can take your big, deep breaths. Use your breath to soften around the shape of the pose. Good job, you guys. Take one more round on this side, all the way to empty as you exhale. And then bottom of that exhalation, release, and just slowly switch to the other side. So right fingertips on the ground, left arm to the sky. Bend your right knee a little bit or a lot. And if you want to, right hand to the outside of your left ankle, left arm wraps behind your back. Feel that ringing out sensation coming right from your center. Good. Nice, Coco. Breathe all the way down into your belly every time. One more round. And then end of your exhale, release. And just take a ragdoll for a moment. So grab opposite elbows and either bounce or sway or bob a little bit. Let your head be very heavy. Let your neck relax. Imagine your upper body is like the pendulum of a clock swinging back and forth. Feel that invisible rope connected to your center. It's pulling straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Yeah, nice. All right, friends, next time you inhale, come back to a halfway lift position. Realign your spine one more time. And exhale, let it go, fold in. And then root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll keep flowing with our breath. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, slow dive all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Push the ground away. And then exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, grow into a back bend of your choice. Peel your heart open. And exhale takes you back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a big inhalation into your down dog. Maybe lift your hips just a little bit higher. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat. However you want to get there, forward fold. Nice, Eileen. Once you've arrived, spinal extension. Breathe in, lengthen up. Exhale, let it go. Awesome, Callie. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Inhale, arms extend. Maybe you gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll go through that one more time. It's your Sun A salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your breath guide you down slowly. Beautiful. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Nice barb. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, push the ground away, lots of strength. And then exhale, slowly lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart, peel it open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Great big inhalation as you lengthen, as you push the ground away with your fingertips. And exhale, gaze forward, step or float to the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, release and bow. Rise all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Nice job, you guys. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. And this time, as you exhale, sit back into a chair pose, Utkatasana. So weight in your heels. Your knees should not be coming forward. You want your butt to go back. So if you look down, you should be able to see your toes, no problem. And then from our chair pose, we're gonna add a twist. So you choose, either left hand comes down in between your feet, right arm to the sky, or if you want, you could take a prayer twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right thigh, hands in prayer. Keep both knees nice and even, nice and flush with one another. Keep both sit bones reaching back, your spine really long. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your low back, and as you exhale, find that ringing out sensation. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds here in your chair. If there's any other variation you want to work, the half or the full bind, you're welcome to. See if you can keep the weight in your heels. So you should be able to pick up your toes, spread them apart, wiggle them around. Nice job, you guys. Last round here, maybe sit a little bit lower, maybe twist a little bit further. And then at the very end of your exhalation, forward fold, release. Pause in your forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Bring your arms to the outsides of your legs, hands behind your ankles, forearms behind your calves, elbows behind your knees. Yes, and then once you've got your arms in place, press arms into legs, legs into arms. See if you can use the strength in your core to lift your butt a little bit higher towards the sky. Let the crown of your head get a little closer to the ground. So neck is relaxed, head is heavy. This is an active forward fold. Breathe into your back body. Breathe all the way down the backs of your legs. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Good job, you guys. One last round here. And then at the end of your exhalation, release your arms. Find your spinal extension, your halfway lift. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank pose. Pause in your plank pose, side plank, Vashisthasana. Right hand will be your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or if you want to bring your right knee or right forearm down to modify, you're welcome to do so. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, see if you can lift your hips really, really high. That'll help take weight out of your joints, out of your shoulder and your elbow and your wrist joint. Maybe reach your left arm forward, so bicep next to your ear, and feel all that length in your left side. Yes, so nice. Awesome, Courtney. Maybe even float your left leg up. And as your left leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. Nice job. One last full round of breath, your fullest expression. Awesome, Jill. And then slowly come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale, push the ground away. Find your strength first. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Let's take Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out really wide. Fingertips on the ground. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Good, nice, Tara. Inhale back to center, heart lifts, belly tones, so navel to spine, protects low back. Exhale, other side, twist. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, press down through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. Find your way however you want to get there, back to downward facing dog. Once you're in your down dog, check in with your breath. Is it still there? Is it still big and spacious and powerful? All right, inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. You should feel your outer right butt cheeks squeezing to create this action. So rather than sinking into your left side, see if you can make this action come from your right hip joint. Take one more inhale, maybe lift your right knee a little bit higher. You're welcome to stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee towards your left elbow. Get as close as you can. Yes, awesome, Paul. Inhale back up, open your hip again. Exhale this time, right to right. Aim for your tricep or your armpit nice and high. Yes, inhale back up. Awesome, Eileen. And then everybody, exhale this time, knee towards your nose. Keep your hips lifted and step your right foot through as soft as you can, low lunge. Take your time to rise up, crescent lunge, high lunge. So strong and stable legs. Nice, Rhea. Energetically, you're hugging towards midline. So rather than sinking into your legs, your front hip is drawing back, your back hip is drawing forward energetically. You feel like you have a strong, powerful foundation underneath you. Take one more inhale as you reach up. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist. So lean forward a little bit. You can either bring left elbow to the outside of your right thigh or left hand to the ground, right arm to the sky. It's up to you. If you're in the prayer twist, really press your palms together. Use that as leverage to twist a little bit deeper. Very nice. Beautiful poses, everybody. See if you can feel your breath move all the way down into your belly, and every single exhalation, that's your invitation to twist just a little bit deeper. Take a couple more rounds. Strong legs, connected to your center, strong breath. Awesome work. Take your next exhale all the way to the very bottom and twist to your very edge. And then end of that exhale, release, bring your hands to the ground. Walk your hands over to the left side of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift position. And then exhale, either fold or just explore any way you want to. Move around, get curious, play. Or if you'd rather, you can just hang out and breathe. Make sure your breath is right there with you wherever you have chosen to be. Big, spacious, slow, and steady. Last couple of rounds. You're welcome to exhale out your mouth anytime. Ah. All right, next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift. And then from this place, rise all the way up to a standing position. And then once you're standing, pivot your right toes to face forward. Bend your right knee, reach your right arm forward, your left arm back. So now you're in warrior two position. Your front knee is bent, but it stacks right over your ankle rather than coming forward of your ankle. So adjust if you need to. Nice, Callie. And then feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. You guys look so good. Little tone in your belly. Rather than flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine. Feel that invisible brace around your middle. Next time you breathe in, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall. Reach, 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 reach. Then when you can't reach anymore, side angle posture. Right hand towards the ground, left hand towards the sky. Or you're welcome to reach your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. If you want to, you could also take the half or the full bind if that's in your practice. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath your body. Keep tracking your front knee open towards your pinky toe. Keep your back foot rooted firmly, your back legs strong. And keep breathing into every little space. Good job. Soft through your face, through your forehead, through your jaw. Last couple of breaths here. And then from your side angle, we're going to transition into a balancing half moon. So as you are ready, you can take your gaze out in front of your right foot, reach your right hand out in front of your right foot and float your back leg off the ground. Back foot is active, like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Yeah, great place to use a block under your right hand if you've got one. Keep your hips open, keep your heart open, keep your breath flowing fluidly and freely. Maybe your back leg lifts just a little bit higher. So nice, you guys. Take one more full round of breath. And then see if you can land back in a warrior two position. So bend your front knee and step your left foot to the back of your yoga mat. Good. Once you've arrived, you can take a moment to adjust if you need to. And from this place, we'll move into a reverse warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back, and lengthen your right side body. Keep bending deeply into your right knee. Imagine you're trying to lift your right rib cage further away from your right hip. Beautiful. Variations are welcome. So you could do with your left arm. You could do something different. You could reach your left arm forward behind your back or in front of your belly. You could also bring your left hand up to grab your right wrist. Give it a little tug. Keep breathing into every little space. One more great big inhale. Nice barb. And then exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Step your back foot in just a foot or two for pyramid stance. So personally, I like my feet on two train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Some people prefer their feet on a balance beam with their back foot at a little angle. The intention is to square off your hips. So choose whichever variation allows you to square off your hips a little bit easier. It just serves you better in your body. Inhale to a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. And then rise once again all the way up to stand. Check in with your hips. So gaze down and see that your hips are straight across from one another. Your right hip is in front of your left hip. How can you adjust so that your hips are nice and square? And then arms to the sky, reach up, inhale here. And as you exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot, but try to pull your right hip back and draw your left hip forward. So really squeeze through your inner thighs. Think of your arms as great big wings. Feel like you have a big wingspan. Maybe try gazing over your right shoulder behind you. Take one more round. And then inhale, come back to center, arms to the sky. As you exhale, swan dive down. Pull your right butt cheek back, 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 back as you reach your heart forward, and then eventually fold over your right leg. Keep pulling your right butt cheek up and back. Press back through the very, very top of your right thigh. Use every exhalation to dive just a little deeper, fold just a little further from the inside. Nice, you guys. Use your breath. Take about 3 more rounds. Every exhale. See if you can find a little more space and just soften into it. Beautiful awareness, everybody. One last round. And then very end of your exhalation, just nice and easy, step your back foot forward, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise. Take it all the way up. Inhale your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll flow through a sun A before we do that on the other side. So inhale, reach up. Just kind of resetting. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way. Just move mindfully, move intentionally. And back in your down dog, give yourself a couple rounds or so. You can pedal out your heels, walk out your dog, or just be still. You might feel, is there a difference between right side and left side? Just notice, no right or wrong, no judgment, just curiosity, just observation. Good, everyone. One more inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat, step or hop, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in, lots of length. Exhale, bow, let it go. And then rise, take it all the way up. Inhale your arms overhead. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, other side. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit back. So weight in your heels as you sit back. Once again, your knees are not coming forward. Your butt is reaching back. It's almost like there's an invisible chair. It's a little too far behind you, and you're trying to reach your butt back towards it. Take one more inhale in your regular chair. And then as you exhale, twist towards the windows. Your right hand can come down in between your feet, or your right elbow can come to the outside of your left thigh. Hands to prayer. That'll be a little more intense. So you do what works best for you, what serves you best in your body today, in this moment. Keep your knees nice and even with one another. Nice, Callie. Keep your butt reaching back, weight in your heels. So you should be able to pick up your toes, no problem. Spread them apart, wiggle them around. Feel the energy, the aliveness all the way down in your feet. Awareness all the way down in your feet. Big, deep breaths into your belly. So every exhalation, can you twist just a little bit deeper from the inside? Take a couple more rounds. See if you can sit a little lower, twist a little further. Nice job, everyone. Very end of your next exhale. Let it go forward, fold. This time, invitation to take gorilla pose if you would like. So palms face up, step onto your palms. See if you can get the tips of your toes to touch the little creases in your wrist. And then instead of all of your weight back in your heels, try to bring your weight just slightly forward. Use the strength in your core to help you balance. So you're using your core to help you balance and also to lift your sit bones up towards the sky, crown of your head towards the ground. Weight is a little bit forward. You can give yourself a little hand massage with your toes and the balls of your feet. Big, deep, intentional breath. Feel your breath in your back body. Imagine you can breathe all the way down the backs of your legs. Take just one more round. Bottom of your exhalation, release your hands. Find your spinal extension as you breathe in. Realign. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Pause. This time we've got side plank on our left side. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, or if you want to bring your left knee down or your left forearm down to modify, please feel free. Right arm to the sky or right arm forward. Lift your hips really high. So if you can lift your hips high, you'll be taking on most of the weight with your left side abdominals, those oblique muscles, rather than sinking into your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist joint. Yes, awesome. Maybe float your right leg up. And as your right leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. So good, you guys. One more big, huge full body breath. Nice, Rhea. And then slowly, mindfully, awesome, Jill, come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, find your strength first, push the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga, slowly lower. Inhale. This time you choose any back bend you would like, any heart opener you would like. You're welcome to take an extra breath or two. And then just for a moment, give yourself a rest in child's pose. So hips towards your heels, forehead towards your mat. Just a couple grounding breaths there. Breathe into your low belly, your low back. Open mouth sigh if you want to take it. Very nice. And downward facing dog. Okay, from your down dog, next inhale, left leg to the sky. And then peel your left hip open. Once again, rather than sinking into your right side to open your hip, try to make the action come from your left hip joint. So you're squeezing your outer left butt cheek. It's called your medial glute. For some reason, it is really hard for most people to engage. So see if you can start to wake it up and feel it. Use it to open your left hip. Keep your left foot active. See if you can lift your left knee a little bit higher. Take one more in-breath here. You're welcome to stay and hold or exhale. Left knee, right elbow. So across your body. Get as close as you can. Inhale, take it back up. Open your hip again. So learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, left to left this time. Aim high. Yes. Awesome, Paul. Inhale, back up. Open your hip. And then last one, everyone, knee towards your nose. Scoop out your belly. Keep lifting through your waistline. Step your left foot forward softly. And then take your time to rise into your crescent lunge. Nice, Eileen. Beautiful, you guys. Nice, Coco. So energetically, you're hugging in with your legs. Front hip is drawing back. Back hip is drawing forward. Find that little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. So rather than just letting go with your belly, navel to spine connection creates that invisible brace around your middle. One more inhale as you reach up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward just a bit. You choose either right elbow to the outside of left thigh or right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky. So prayer twist or right hand on the ground. Left arm to the sky, that will be a little less intense. So whatever works best for you. Use your breath here. Breathe all the way down, low belly, low back. Every exhalation, find that ringing out. Doesn't have to be something icy on the outside, but you feel it inside. Legs are strong, back leg just as strong as your front leg. Inner thighs hugging towards one another. Every exhalation, twist, twist, twist. Last couple of rounds. Awesome job, you guys. Nice, Rhea. Beautiful work. Very, very end of your next exhale. Release. Bring your hands to the ground. Walk your hands all the way over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, either fold or explore any way you want to on this side. You do not have to do what you did on the other side. You can if you want to. Make sure wherever you go, your breath comes with you. Nice, Courtney. Good job, everybody. Last couple rounds. Awesome, Jill. All right, next time you inhale, come back to that halfway lift. Invitation, if you want, bring your hands to your hips and then rise all the way up to stand. Once you're standing, pivot your left toes to face forward, bend your left knee, warrior two. So left arm forward, right arm back, and everything is open. Your hips are open, your heart is open, your shoulders are open. Nice, Barb. See if you can really wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body and feel your front knee tracking towards your pinky toe. Feel that tone in your belly supporting your low back. Next time you inhale, side angle. So reach forward as far as you can. And then when you can't reach anymore, only your arms have to change. Left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or maybe your left elbow rests very gently on your left thigh. Maybe your right arm reaches forward. If you want to go for the half or the full bind, feel free. Just keep your heart open. So imagine your heart is trying to look up and see if you can create an action to let it. Yes, beautiful. Big, spacious breaths. Back foot stays rooted, back leg stays strong. Last couple of rounds here. And then from our side angle, moving into half moon, our balance. Whenever you're ready, gaze out in front of your left foot. Reach your left hand forward and float your back foot off the ground. Great place to use a block if you want to. Back foot is active. So rather than feeling like your back leg weighs 1,000,000 pounds, engage the muscles in your back leg and make it support itself. Nice, Coco. Everything is still open. Your heart, your shoulders, your hips. Your right hip is stacked on top of left. Good, you guys. Beautiful poses. See if you can lift your back leg perhaps just a teeny tiny bit higher. Take one more big inhalation into every little space. And then with your exhalation, warrior two. See if you can land softly back in a warrior two position. Nice job. Take a moment to settle in and make any adjustments needed. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back, and lengthen your left side. Yes, keep bending your front knee deeply. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Breathe into your left waistline. Breathe into the space in between your left ribs. Any variation you want to take with your right arm. Face is soft, jaw is unclenched. Is there any more length or space you can create? Take one more big, huge inhale. And then with your exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, and step your back foot forward a foot or two. It depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. Again, I prefer all 10 toes face forward, feet onto train tracks. Some people prefer feet on a balance beam with a little angle in your back foot. So whatever works best in your own body. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, hands to hips, and then press into your feet, rise all the way up. Once you're standing, gaze down and see that your hips are straight across from one another. So if they're not, how can you adjust so that your hips are completely square? Once you've got your hips nice and square, arms to the sky. Inhale as you reach up, lengthen, and then exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Stay really rooted through the inner edge of your left foot, but try to drag your left hip back like it's magnetized to the back wall. Squeeze through your inner thighs, lengthen your spine, broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. Maybe try gazing over your left shoulder behind you. Good job. Take one more deep breath here. Use your exhale to twist just a little further. And then inhale back to center, arms to the sky, reach up. As you exhale, swan dive down. So lead with your heart, pull your left butt cheek back and up, eventually fold over your left leg. Hands can come to the ground, your front shin, or wherever you would like. Just be intentional. Use your breath. So every single exhale is an invitation to dive a little bit deeper, to fold a little bit further from the inside. Good job, you guys. Keep pulling your left butt cheek up, 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 and pressing back through the very top of your left thigh. Couple more rounds. End of your next exhale, nice and easy. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, realign. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Big stretch as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right. Inhale, arms to the sky. Pause here. Balancing on your right foot, float your left knee up, standing stop. So find your balance, flex your toes back and active towards your shin, hug in with your inner thighs. One more inhale. Then with your exhalation, twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back. You can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, grab hold, or if you want, you can grab your left foot with your right hand and start to extend your left leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your back. So keep your spine long, press through your heel. Good. Awesome, you guys. Take a couple more rounds wherever you're working. Use your exhales to twist from your center. And then staying balanced on your right leg, come back to standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe your left leg extends if it hasn't already. Slowly and intentionally, low lunge. So left toes all the way back, hands to the ground. Once you are in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot all the way out to the width of your yoga mat, nice and wide. Here are your options. You can either keep your back knee lifted, keep your hips lifted, and see if you can lower your heart down, maybe coming to your forearms. Or you can do the opposite. Bring your back knee down, let your hips melt down, and lift your heart up like you're doing cobra with your chest. If there's any other way you want to explore this pose, you're welcome to do so. Make sure your front knees stay stacked over your ankle or even just slightly behind your ankle. Try not to let your right knee fall in, but track it out. So if it helps, you can pivot your right toes out to the right or even roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Yeah, good. Wherever you're at, big deep breaths. Try not to lean into your left side, but encourage your weight into your right side, into your hips. Take about 3 more rounds. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. You're doing great. Let it be uncomfortable without trying to change it, without wishing it were different. Just breathe into it, soften around it. Know that it's only temporary. Take one last round. And then at the end of your exhale, bring your hands to the ground under your shoulders. Lift your back knee. If it's on the ground, lift it up. And then just work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. From your plank position, inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, chaturanga, slowly lower. Inhale, heart opener of your choice. You're welcome to give yourself an extra breath or two. And then just for a moment, child's pose it out. Hips towards your heels, forehead towards your mat. So couple grounding breaths. Just reset, recalibrate, reconnect. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open, so bend your knee, reach it out and up. You can absolutely stay here, or option to flip your dog this time. Right foot comes down behind you. Yeah, right arm reaches forward. Back muscles are strong. So your back is supporting your front body as it opens. Take one more inhale down into your belly. Nice, Callie. And then everybody, three-legged down dog. Extend your right leg high, lengthen it out. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as soft as you can. Step your right foot to the top of your space. All right. From here, crawl your hands forward, float your back foot off the ground. Think less standing splits, more warrior three. So spine long, like you're in a halfway lift. Hips square, back leg parallel to the ground. So back leg parallel to the ground. Now, from this place, bring your right hand to the crease of your right hip. Stick your fingers in that crease. And as long as your hips are square, press your right hip back and you should feel your upper body start to twist to the right. If your hips aren't square, it won't work. So make sure your hips are square, your back leg is parallel to the ground. As you start to feel that twist in your upper body, work it with the strength in your core. And then eventually, can you reach your right arm to the sky? Yes. See if you can open through the right side of your heart, not just reaching your arm up, but allowing your body to twist from your center. Good job. Awesome, Jill. Beautiful. Back leg strong and powerful, spine long. Breathe down into your belly and twist to your edge. Take one last round. You're doing great. And bottom of your exhalation, forward fold. So unwind, set your left foot down. You can give your right leg a little shake out or whatever it needs. And then once you're in your forward fold, bring your feet out wide to the width of your yoga mat. Pivot your heels in, toes out. Your toes might even be on the hardwood floor. Come down into a low squat malasana. If possible, keep your heels grounded. And if you can keep your heels on the ground, see if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Notice if you're rolling onto the inner edges of your feet and try to press into the outer edges as well. Big deep breaths all the way down into your pelvic bowl. Good job, you guys. Last couple of rounds. And end of your next exhalation, fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. Heel toe your feet in however you like them. Big toes touch or hips width distance. All of your toes now face directly forward. Next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then rise, take it all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. Hands to your heart as you exhale. All right. Inhale, high mountain. Bring all of your weight into your left foot and lift your right knee, standing staff. So take a moment to find your balance. Flex your toes back, hug in with your inner thighs. Feel like there is a zipper zipping up through your midline. So everything's hugging in and reaching up. One more inhale. And then with your exhalation, twist left arm forward, right arm back. You're welcome to grab the outside of your right thigh or knee, or grab your right foot and start to extend your right leg forward. Press through your heel, flex your toes back, and only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. So lengthen your spine is your first priority. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist to your edge. Couple more rounds wherever you're at. So nice, you guys. Awesome, Paul. All right, stay balanced on your left foot. If you can, come back to standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe right leg extends if it hasn't already. Inhale here. Slowly, intentionally, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the same time. Once you're in your low lunge, hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot all the way out nice and wide to the width of your mat, or even perhaps onto the hardwood floor. Same options as the other side. So back knee can come down as you lift your heart, or back knee can stay lifted, hips lift as you melt your heart. Maybe a little bit of both. Make sure your front knee does not come forward of your ankle. So it's not inherently bad or wrong if your knee comes forward of your ankle. At that point, the mobility is just coming from your knee and your ankle joint rather than from your hips. So we want to work the mobility in our hip. Try to encourage your weight to the left as best you can. You want to pivot your left toes out to the left or roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. Go for it. Just keep your left ankle nice and strong, like it's in a ski boot or an ice skate. Be here for about 3 or 4 more rounds, allowing yourself to be with the sensation. Think of it as just that sensation. It's all it is, and it's only temporary. It won't last forever. So rather than resisting it, just be with it. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Good job, you guys. One last great big breath. And then rise back up and plant your hands under your shoulders. Lift your back knee up if it's on the ground. Work your left foot to the back of your yoga mat so you'll be in a plank position. Good. Inhale at the top of your push-up. You're welcome to come to your knees if you want. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, find your heart opener of choice. Feel free to give yourself an extra breath or two. And then just for a moment, child's pose. Take a little rest. Downward facing dog. All right. From your dog pose, inhale, left leg to the sky. Open your left hip, bend your left knee. Great place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Lift your hips, nice Courtney. Open through your front body. Breathe down into your belly. Beautiful, friends. If you're in the back bend, one more inhale. Thanks, Tara. And then come back slowly, intentionally. 3-legged down dog. Extend your left leg long. Make it powerful and strong. One more in-breath. And then exhale as soft as possible. Step your left foot to the top of your space. All right, walk your hands forward, float your back leg up. And again, not so much standing splits. Think of warrior three. So you want your spine parallel to the ground like you're doing halfway lift. You want your back leg parallel to the ground. You want your hips square, your right toes facing down. Bring your left hand to the crease in your left hip. Stick your fingers in that crease and then try to push your left hip back. As you push your left hip back, it's subtle, but you should feel your upper body start to twist towards the windows. Keep working that twist now with the strength in your core, and eventually see if you can reach your left arm to the sky. Good, Kelly. And try not to just open with your arm, but with the left side of your heart. So you're actually twisting from your center. Back leg strong. Press with your back foot. Yes, awesome. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more full round, fullest expression. Twist your absolute edge. And then bottom of your exhale, forward fold. Set your right foot down. Maybe give your left leg a little shaky shake or whatever would feel good in your body. As you're ready, we'll come into our low squat again. So bring your feet out nice and wide. Toes out, heels in, Malasana. And if there's any way you want to play or explore this time, feel free. So you could take a twist, couple breaths on each side. You can reach your arms up. This will intensify it. If you're feeling a crow pose, you want to play with an arm balance, you're welcome to do so. Wherever you're at, just make sure your breath is right there with you. Keep your face nice and soft. Good job, you guys. Last couple of rounds. Bottom of your next exhale, fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky, heel toe your feet in, however you prefer them, hips width distance or big toes touch. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, realign. Exhale, let it go. And then rise one last time all the way up. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive all the way down and fold in. Spinal extension as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. One last vinyasa. Take it however you would like. Find your way either to child's pose or one last down dog. So child's pose if you want something more restful. Downward facing dog if you want to feel into all the space and all the length you've created inside of your body. Good job, friends. Last couple of rounds wherever you're at. And then slowly begin a transition into a seated position. And from your seat, we're going to move into our hip opener. So I'll give you a few options. First option is outer right ankle on top of left thigh. Bend your left knee, left foot on the ground. Hands are behind you. Rather than rolling your shoulders forward like I'm doing right now, try to keep your shoulders back and down. And then the closer you get your legs to your upper body, the closer you get your left heel towards your butt, the deeper you will feel this stretch. So this is option one. Option two is you can keep this leg straight and you can work with a forward fold variation. Option three is double pigeon. So right shin stacked on top of left shin. She's obsessed. She's obsessed with me. She just like to touch me all the time. All right, so right shin on top of left if you want. And this is double pigeon. Just make sure your outer ankle is inside your knee rather than inside your calf. So if you have your outer ankle inside your knee and your top knee is level with your hips rather than above your hips, you can turn this into a forward fold. And if you'd rather just take it on your back, figure four on your back, that's absolutely fine as well. Wherever you're at, keep your foot, that right foot, flexed and active. Keep your ankles strong, stable. Breathe. Good job, everyone. Take about 5 more breaths. Make your last couple rounds really big. Breathe even bigger than you thought you could. Welcome to exhale out your mouth if you want to. If you are in a forward fold, bottom of your next exhale, just start to lift your upper body. And everybody lean back to uncross your legs. Give them a nice little shake out. Invitation to take a reverse tabletop before moving to the other side. So feet on the ground with knees bent, all of your toes face forward. Hands are behind you, fingers face in towards your body. If that's too much on your wrist, you could face your fingers out to the sides of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press into your hands and your heels. Lift your hips. Hug in with your inner thighs like you've got an invisible yoga block in between them. Keep your shoulders back and down. Try not to let your head just collapse back, but think of extending back. So strength in the sides of your neck. Take one more inhale. Lift your hips even higher. And then exhale, come back down and find your way to the other side. So left leg on top this time. Big, slow, steady breaths. Good job, you guys. About 3 more. Send your breath all the way down into your left hip. If you are in a forward fold variation, bottom of your next exhale, start to lift your upper body. Lean back, uncross your legs, give them that nice little shake out. And one more time, either reverse tabletop or if you want to, reverse plank this time. So for reverse plank, legs extended, zip your legs together like you have a big mermaid or merman tail. And then hands behind you. Roll your shoulders back and down. Puff up your chest. Stay here or lift your hips up. Really press down into your thumbs and your index fingers. Hug in with your inner thighs. Shoulders back and down. Lift, lift, lift. Take one more inhale. Lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, release. Bring your butt back down and lower yourself all the way down onto your belly, or all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, invitation to just take a great big full body stretch. So arms long, legs long, pull yourself apart. If your back ribs lift a lot as you do this, see if you can press your back ribs down. So more neutral spine as you reach and lengthen. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent. Bring your feet out to the width of your yoga mat, so wide with your feet. Tee out your arms or goalpost your arms on the ground and just take a few rounds of windshield wipers with your knees side to side. Go slowly, moving intentionally. If you want to take a couple breaths on one side, then a couple on the other, you're welcome to. When you feel complete with these, bring your knees back to center and just for a moment, let your knees fall in towards each other. It's fine if they touch, it's fine if they don't touch. Give yourself about 3 to 5 breaths, just resting here in constructive rest pose. Feel the space in your low back, in your hips, in your pelvic bowl. I release control and surrender to the flow of love. And if you want to, if this feels really nice, you can stay right here for the remainder of our practice. Otherwise, if there's any finishing poses that you want to take, maybe a happy baby, maybe an inversion of some sort, maybe just giving your knees a big squeeze in towards your belly. Anything else that's calling to you? Give yourself a few breaths to move through those finishing postures, final movements, last little stretches. And then eventually, no rush, but eventually just find your way into your final relaxation. That can be the traditional corpse pose or any other position that will allow you to really relax and let go and surrender. As you settle in, just let go of any control or manipulation of your breath. Let your body take over again. Let your body breathe you. Give yourself these last few moments to do absolutely nothing, to simply just be the observer. Notice whatever is flowing through you, coming and going. Nothing is permanent. Just notice what's there. Let it come, let it go. Shavasana. And surrender to the love that will heal me. and surrender to I release control and surrender to the love of love that will be near. I release control and surrender to the love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? That's by Mary Oliver. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to slowly and gently bring movement back into your body. As you're ready, no rush. Just roll to either side, fetal position. And give yourself a couple breaths there. Just really allowing all the efforts, all the energy of your practice to sink in, to soak in. And then staying as relaxed as possible through your body, moving slowly. Just ease your way up into seated meditation, right back where we started. Sit up nice and tall. Gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for being here, for showing up, taking time out of your day to connect to your body, to your breath, to the present moment in a really intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Okay, Ruby says we're all done. Yeah, she can't settle. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you? All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. Thank you for coming. What are you up to today, honey? I know. She's